Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. Today we're going to be talking about a company that sells costumes for cosplayers and how it's being canceled for its recent line of Nekopara related cosplay items. So, what we have to deal with here today is a set of what looks like propaganda. It's a series of pages listing out the reasons why we should cancel a cosplay company called Uwowo. Now, here is the first related post saying, "Don't support this cosplay brand. Trigger warning. Mentions of pedophilia, lolicon, Nekopara, sexualization of minors, pro-shipping, incest." So you know you're off to a great start when an insane post like this sandwiches Nekopara and pro-shipping between pedophilia and incest. Beautiful, beautiful anti-behavior right here. So again, it's referring to the company Uwowo Cosplay, and here is the first related post to that. Uwowo Cosplay and their sub-account have been caught making lingerie sets for Nekopara characters who are canonically children under the age of 13. Now this is, right off the bat, the biggest swing and a miss I've ever seen in my life. The Nekopara age, the age of the Nekopara characters is a meme. Every character featured in the game or the series as a whole is canonically under the age of 3. It's the easiest opportunity. The ball is set on the tee and they just completely whiffed. But anyways, I like how they use the word caught making lingerie sets. If it wasn't open, out in the open, that they were selling this as their business, they weren't caught doing anything. It's just, I just thought that was funny. And then it goes on to say, when making and selling these cosplays, they used art as advertising that was pedophilic and incestuous in nature. This kind of art is in fact illegal to make in some places, can count as CP. Of course, again, they're gonna post exactly what it is. So if they actually thought it was illegal in CP, they just posted it by their own standard. Crazy. Again, it wouldn't be very hard for someone making these accusations to post a screenshot of the law saying this, but of course it probably doesn't exist, regardless of what country they're in. When called out for using art and making pedophilic cosplays, they responded with the rhetoric that these characters aren't real. Rhetoric that pro-shippers, lolicons, and pedophiles use to brush off these disturbing issues. Absolutely masterful little collection there. A very equal trio right there, I'm sure. Pro-shippers and pedophiles, same thing. Same thing in this person's eyes. That is absolutely insane. Then they say, they then blocked multiple people and refused to make a response. You know, this is like a new thing. I mean, it's not really new, but it's become more popular on Twitter, for example. When someone blocks you, they think like that's a win. Like, they blocked me, they gave up. And while it is true sometimes that people just get backed in a corner and they can't respond when they're exposed for something and they block in response. But a lot of times people are blocked because they're annoying. You're annoying someone. In this case, this person's like a fly buzzing around their head. But not only is it just buzzing around their head, it's whispering pedophile allegations against them. Of course they're going to block you. You're insane. Look at these letters. You are absolutely unhinged. Of course a serious company doesn't want to deal with you. They're gonna block you. And then it goes on to say, this cannot go ignored. You shouldn't buy from people who harm the cosplay community in this way. The cosplay community has many minors who can be inappropriately influenced by companies like this and preyed upon if it goes ignored. Allowing this rhetoric and ignorance to go unnoticed is irresponsible to the community, which again is absolute insanity. The cosplay community does not have to cater to minors. Of course there's going to be minors in the cosplay community, and that's totally fine. But this cosplay we're talking about, and you're going to see it on the next page, it's lingerie. Minors have no say in what kind of lingerie cosplayers are going to use. They shouldn't be involved in this. This marketing is clearly not meant for children, so it shouldn't have to cater to them in any way. And if any sort of minor gets their hands on this sort of thing, that's their parents' fault, if anything. They were never supposed to be exposed to these things, and I think that's pretty obvious. But people like this, it reminds me a lot of not safe for work art on Twitter, for example. People, in particular minors, will want not safe for work content, not safe for work accounts to cater to the concerns of minors. But minors are not supposed to be there, and many of these accounts make it clear that minors are not welcome. And still, they complain about the content they make. A minor will complain about the content they make, even though they're not supposed to be looking at it in the first place and were properly warned. Just the same with this. It's lingerie. There's no child that should be seeing these things. You know, it's not all on the company to curate who is going to their website that's clearly meant for adults. But again, we're talking about ignorance, and I can't think of anything more ignorant than this entire post, by the way. But here's the last section of this. The evidence. Yo, uwu cosplay. Why are you making lewd costumes for characters that are canonically children? And there's the evidence. First of all, what's on the left there, by their own standards, would be CP. So they just committed a felony by posting that. So that's an oopsie whoopsies. And then you can look at the actual cosplay item there. It's, again, lingerie. That is... What... Are you telling me if an adult person in real life wore this, this is an act of pedophilia, wearing this set of lingerie? You gotta be kidding me, dude. But anyways, it goes on. This is vile, and I don't know why we're all still turning a blind eye to it. Not only is that picture promoting literal incest between twins, but they are and look like children. Again, I know it's a little hard to see because it's small. Does Vanilla right there look like a child? Or any of the Nekopara characters you're seeing on the background of our screen right now, do they look like real-life children? Have you ever seen a child with cat ears on the top of their head? Probably not. If you have, I suggest taking your medicine. But that's what we're dealing with, and again, you can see on the right, they keep going. I will never support or buy from this brand again. So you bought from them before? If you go to their website, it's filled with nothing but anime characters, and many of them, by their standards, would be minors, and the cosplays are based off of minor characters. So you were already supporting them, but for some reason you drew the line at Nekopara. That's very odd. And then I love the, if you have more evidence, feel free to DM me. Like, dude, you're not some lawyer, you're not a prosecutor here, you're not exposing some pedophile ring. You're literally having a schizophrenic meltdown on the internet over a set of lingerie made for adult cosplayers cosplaying fictional cat girls from an anime-related series. I don't really know what else to say. This whole thing was absolutely crazy. One of the most embarrassing posts I've seen in a long time. I'm assuming this is probably made by a minor. No offense to anyone watching this video who might be young, but it seems like it, you know, if it looks like it, if it smells like it, it probably is. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you're able to have a good laugh about this with me, and make sure to subscribe for more daily videos, and yeah, see you guys next time.